hate this movie. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible slasher. I mean, it's a horror movie, but it's low budget, which I get. A lot of them are, but to this extent of being horribly acted and terrible effects, character motivations that don't do anything, that don't amount to anything by the end. This movie. So it's on Tubi. It's called Afraid with a question mark. Literally. It's about, what, 6 teens, or, no, 5 of them, I guess. Yeah, 5 high school teens want to go off on the weekend on Halloween season. They want to get away for the weekend and have fun. Drink, get drunk, and get high, and bang. And so, of course, it's someone's picking them off one by one. And who could it be? You will never know. But yeah, that's the basic plot of it. Like many other movies, they have the audacity, the nerve, to name drop one, a better horror character, one, a better horror franchise, better first movie, mind you, Friday the 13th. They literally say it. And then one chick calls Jason a fool, which I'm like, he's not a fool because he wasn't in this movie. You're all fools because you're all in this movie. And the director, which they call themselves SkyDirects, I believe. I hope they don't do anything else because this was horrible. Again, the acting, when you have, I'm guessing a lot of these people were amateur actors, nothing, noteworthy of being in before this or after. Because I will say the one slight dimmer of interest that I had in this movie was there's this one character named Tommy who you don't know anything about him. You don't know his backstory. You don't know how he found where they are. You don't know why he acts the way he acts. There's a point in the movie they introduce this character in the rain. They get stuck, or their tire, I think, is flat. He fixes it, but he's in a raincoat. He has clown makeup on. And he looks freaking creepy. I'm like, can we have this guy as the killer and like just stalking them and killing them off in cool ways? Nope. He shows up one time. Well, no, 2 times, I'm sorry. Once in the rain, and then once when they get to the cabin, he, I guess, wants to he wants to return the bolts that were off of the tire or whatever. But then they trust this guy, even though he's talking very bizarrely to himself and laughing as if he's the Joker, literally as if he's Arthur Fleck. I thought that actor, for what he had to do and what limited time he had, I thought he was a way better killer than what we got in this entire movie, than what the killer we get in this movie. Amounts to nothing. And yeah, you can say, oh, that's cool because we don't have a killer backstory. We don't need a killer backstory. Sometimes it doesn't hurt. And this movie's a little bit hand-fisted in terms of, because this movie is also labeled like an urban horror, so like black cast, black issues type thing, which, all for it. Even Get Out did that better. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It did it better when it had a bigger budget, but even better acting at that, better character decisions. Because the characters in this are all stupid and annoying and character stuff with drama. And because this movie likes to really tries to do character stuff, but it doesn't do it well. Such as we have Sarah, who's the token white girl, they call her, of the group. And she's, I guess, our lead, I guess you can say, because the movie starts off with her, literally, and it ends with, but it introduces her life, her home life, where she has an abusive, I guess, stepdad, or whatever the guy is to her. Her mom knows this guy is abusive, does nothing, does not even try to, step in for her daughters, because she has the older daughter, Sarah, and then the younger daughter, and the mom is just a sorry mother. Her acting's horrible as well, even in that, especially at the end, line of dialogue. But and then you have the black couple. Jamal, I believe, is the one guy that wants to join the military. And then you have his girlfriend, Jasmine, who we don't know anything about. And then you have the Mexican chick, Ashley, who was cute. And pretty well, need to be concerned with her boyfriend and Sarah. And then you have the boyfriend, I forget his name. I totally forgot that guy's name. But he was forgettable. Everybody in this movie is forgettable, matter of fact. The only reason I remember their names is because, well, one, they say their names a bunch of times, and because I just watched it just now, or I just finished it, so I was able to still remember people's names. But again, and even the direction of the director in this, the writing, again, is stupendous. And not in a good way. From 2009. But yeah, like, even some of the acting, again, the acting's horrible, except for the Tommy, the guy that plays Tommy, who I wish he was more in this movie. We never see him again. And that's a huge negative on this movie. He did the best. He set like a vibe and a mood, and then we never see him again. And then the killer that we do get is very cardboard, cliche, guy in mask, doesn't do anything really. A lot of the kills are either off screen, such as the Jasmine chick, she gets hung off screen. The Jamal guy, he gets shot with a shotgun at the end. Because, yeah. And I don't know if it's supposed to be social commentary on. The white Sarah, she let Ashley, who got captured. I don't know how she got captured, because I thought she just went outside and was able to still. Because at one point the killer throws a Molotov, I think, something on fire in the house that. I love the CGI fire. It just spreads like within seconds. As soon as it hits the window and on the floor, it just spreads. Like there was no time, no care of it wouldn't spread this fast. I don't think. Nope, it just spreads as if they're animating it right in real time. But so you have that, and then even the way the fire is edited in this scene of the house burning down with them in it, and it looks like they would be caught in the fire as if they're standing in the fire, but they're not, I guess. So whatever. I would say the only decent kill is the boyfriend of Ashley. He gets an axe through the head. Of course, we don't see the impact. We just see the aftermath, but which was cool enough. It was fine. That's why the only decent effect in this. It really is the only decent effect in this movie, because everything else sucks, except maybe even Ashley's kill, where I didn't understand the you don't care for anybody, except for, I can't really say her. I would say for her, but then I don't know. She seemed more likable than anybody in this movie. aside from maybe Jasmine. In fact, I didn't really want to see them die or anything, but you know, I felt bad for her because she just dies because for no reason. Sarah doesn't try to save her. At one point, she does. She's on like this uh, machine thing. I forget what it has, like a buzz saw, and it wheels things towards it. And she's like tied down onto it, about to get sawed. And like Sarah, all of a sudden, she breaks into like a flashback of them confronting each other. She accused her of flirting with her boyfriend. So that's the reason. That's a reason for her to let, I guess, Ashley die, because she accused her of flirting with her boyfriend, even though she did wrongly. And you know, they almost fought a bit, but I thought they were still aren't these people like friends with Sarah? Aren't they best friends? At one point, she even almost named in drops the word N word. She almost drops the N word on this group. And I'm like, really? And then they all look at her for a minute, but then they just continue to hang out with her. I'm like, okay. You're not gonna really address that after, okay. So that had my head scratch. That made me scratch my head a bit. Um, there's no nudity in this either. Matter of fact, so I guess if you want to see a shower scene with a girl crying, ugly crying, sitting in the corner, not showing anything, so really, brief nudity, I guess you can say. But other than that, yeah, like there's no. So you don't even get nudity in this. You don't get good kills, except for maybe the one kill with the boyfriend outside, which I didn't understand the weather in this movie as well. There's times, so when they first get to the cabin, I think it's nighttime. Yeah, it's nighttime, and it's storming. Their clothes, I swear, the rain is CGI. I swear. If it's not, then I don't know. But it seemed like as soon as they get in the house, their clothes, they would be wet. You would think, because they're standing out in the rain. They get in the house, their clothes are not wet. And then they do it another time when one character goes outside, because they do this game of what are you afraid of, and Jasmine's afraid of the dark, so the boyfriend of Ashley goes outside to complete the dare, and it's still raining and storming. What does brother do? He decides to walk a few steps off the porch, even though it's lightning outside, storming, and he's like, "Oh, okay, like I ain't afraid of no dark nighttime." And then when he hears like a cougar noise or a big cat noise or dogs, then he runs inside and his clothes are still not soaking wet. I'm going, I don't understand this movie. And then, so you have technical continuity stuff like that, or they just didn't care. At least, like, if anything, you could cut that scene to where, okay, so go upstairs or try to hose them down or do something to wet their clothes and then shoot that scene again of him coming in the house. Nope, they just, I'm coming in the house and I'm not wet. Okay. So yeah, you have stuff like that. And then even him and his girlfriend, the Ashley chick and the boyfriend that was flirting with Sarah, at one point they're arguing in the truck. And then they decide, because, it's raining, or we don't want to abandon everybody here. So they decide to compromise. Let's bang outside. Even though I thought it was not storming, but then the scene before that is Ashley and Sarah arguing over the flirting stuff. So she locks herself in her room, gets high a bit on cocaine, and then we have this goofy monologue, or not monologue, this goofy scene of Sarah dancing around in her room And then it's montage of her dancing, and then the two of them outside banging. But it's weird because in Sarah's scene, outside you can see like the window, and outside you see flashes. So then I'm like, it's still storming and raining. But then when you cut to the couple banging outside, nope, they're not. It's not raining at all. I didn't understand that. There's like no rain to be seen. But then when you see Sarah's dancing in her room, then it's flashing on and off outside as if it's lightning, but it's not. So I didn't understand that either. There's a lot to not understand in this movie. And this movie likes to also really, really drill in the whole racism thing, which racism bad. We know that. At one point, our characters, before they even get to the cabin, they go to this convenience store. And I guess some of the locals there are not too fond of colored folk. They, totally run them off, drive off. They get pulled over by the cops. And at first, it's cliche, racial profile. But then it's weird because the way it's played out is in Jamal's mind of, he gets pulled out of the car and gets shot. But then it cuts to him, and it was just what is it? I forget. It was just a daydream of him getting shot. But then the cops were played off to be sort of nice, because then they let him go. But then the scene lingers on the sheriff, or deputy, whatever he is. And then he looks all menacing in the camera, and then I'm like, okay, so he wasn't a good guy? And even at the end, he's not a good guy, which, shocker. Which has no meaning to it at all, but I didn't understand the whole shoe thing at the end either. He ties his boots or his shoes. So I don't understand. So yeah, this movie on a technical level, not great or good. The camera work is whatever. It's okay. The effects, lack thereof, are horrible. Characters are horrible. Characters that they set up don't do anything, let alone they don't bother to bring them back to do anything either. The ending is very goofy and very abrupt, very odd and weird. It's Sarah, she got hit by a car. She's alive, but she's in the hospital, bandaged. She has bandages all over her face. Calls her mom, talks to her sister. And then it cuts to the sheriff or deputy, whatever he is, tying his boots or his shoes. And it lingers on his shoes. I don't know why. I don't know what for. And then it just cuts to black when he gets in the truck or in the cop car with another deputy or sheriff, and they drive off, and then the movie ends. And then I'm like, this movie sucked balls. There's way better slashers, way better low budget slashers. One of them was name dropped in this, and it's called Friday the 13th. Even watched the first one. Granted, Jason's not really in it, but I'll take that over this, because at least it had better effects, better character stuff, or interesting characters, a better mood, and better killer, matter of fact, better motivation at least we have a motivation. We don't have a motivation of this killer, except maybe he's not fond of colored folk. I don't know. But then he tries to kill Sarah, who's white. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he likes to kill everybody. I just don't get this movie. This movie sucked balls. That's it. But if anybody is interested in paid requests, such as movie reviews, commentaries, reaction videos, like, comment, subscribe. My PayPal is in the description down below. Thanks for listening. Peace and love.